We begin with the upset of the night. Nuggets, Clippers, Game 7. Nuggets, 5-0 in elimination games this postseason. Clippers have never made it to a conference final. Third quarter, Nuggets lead is 6. Oh, look at the nice dish. Nikola Jokic, Jeremy Grant. Jokic, a triple-double before the third quarter ends. Nuggets an 8-point lead going to the fourth. And I will say this as clearly as I can. In the fourth quarter, with their season on the line, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George combined for 0 points. That's George missing a corner 3. More offense. Kawhi Leonard, no good. 4 minutes and change remaining. Clippers are down 15 points. Kawhi, no. They're going to get an offensive rebound. They're going to work it around. The ball is going to find George again in the corner. And take a look at this shot. Off the backboard, Doc Rivers can't believe what he is seeing. And the Nuggets smell blood in the water, and they take advantage. 2.5 to go. The lead is 15. Oh, Jamal Murray. He would score 40 on the night. Stay with the play because it's a microcosm of the last 3 games. Kawhi stacked up. Denver's defense is good. It's going the other way. Leonard and George combined for 24 on the night. Again, 0 in the fourth quarter. And the Denver Nuggets with one of the great stunners in recent NBA history. And maybe further than that, the party is on in Denver. They're moving on to take on the Lakers next.
I think internally we've always felt this is not a championship or bust year for us. We can only get better the longer we stay together and the more we're around each other. The more chemistry for this group, the better. I think that's really the tell of the tape of the season. We just didn't have enough time together. I'm the coach, and I'll take any blame for it, but we didn't meet our expectations, clearly. Because we had, in my opinion, we'd still be playing.
And look, give the Nuggets all the respect in the world, and there's no question they deserve it, but this was more of the same for the Clippers, who are now 0-8 all-time with a chance to reach the conference finals. They've gone 50 seasons without doing it. Jalen will join us later in the hour. Timmy Legs and Kendrick Perkins have gotten up early with us here. And we just heard Paul George say this season wasn't championship or bust for us. That's certainly not the way a lot of people on the outside looked at it. Timmy, I see you shaking your head. I'll start with you. What do you think?
I just think that's silly. The NBA doesn't work that way anymore. You put these teams together with a very tight window because you're talking about guys that are star players coming together to join up to win immediately. Everybody knows that. That's the logic around the NBA. That's the way the NBA looks now. If you go with guys that you drafted and their homegrown products the way the Nuggets have, maybe the window's a little bit different. But when you talk about star players, entering free agency and ending up in the same place together, you're going there to win right away. So for me, that's just trying to deflect some of the, colossal failure that this season is for the Clippers. This is the deepest rotation in the NBA. They were a team that on paper was the favorite to win it. And to go out the way that they did, losing 3 straight games to a Nuggets team, and 2 of which you had a double-digit lead in those games, is an epic failure. There's no other way around it. I know that they're going to try to soften this somehow to make it seem like this is some long-term project. Not the case, Greeny. The NBA doesn't work that way anymore. These are tight windows, and the window and the clock starts day one when you put these guys together.
Big Perk, I can hear you breathing heavy sighs over there. What are your thoughts this morning?
Is this the same Clipper team that had a pep rally preseason and talking about that they're not the little brothers to the Lakers anymore? The same Paul George that demanded a trade out of Oklahoma City to go pair up with a star in Kawhi Leonard in L.A. and saying that they're bringing Clipper Nation back and that the expectations are high and that they're competing with a title with the firepower that they had, and now you're telling me it's not a championship or bust team? I don't want to hear that nonsense. We all saw what we expected out of Paul George last night, and that's what he do in closeout games. He shoot a career low at 38% from the field, 22% from the 3, and Greeny, that shot that he shot from the corner that hit off the side of the glass, I had to duck way in my house from Houston because I thought the ball was about to hit me. So I'm not trying to hear that. Patrick Beverly talking about check ball and, before the bubble started, check ball. No, the only check ball you're going to be doing is in the south side of Chicago at the park because you didn't bring nothing to the table but a whole lot of barking. The Clippers was barking. They were talking a lot of noise. They were talking like they had been here before. And I said this before the season started. It's only one guy besides the coaching staff that actually have championship experience, and that was Kawhi Leonard. And he wasn't a guy that wasn't talking at all. Yes, he had a bad game last night, but he was tired. He was tired of carrying them. He had to carry them through the Dallas series. He had to carry them majority through this series on his shoulders, where he had to guard Jamal Murray, and it took his legs from him. Look, this is one of the all-time, all-time bust teams ever. They were front runners, and there's no way around it.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.